Have you ever experienced the pain of letting go of a relationship, choosing to create distance to heal a wounded heart? And then, just as you're slowly accepting that everything is over, they unexpectedly return, like a strange breeze blowing into your once peaceful life. Is it just a coincidence, or are there deeper reasons behind this return that we've never considered? If you're curious about the hidden motivations behind this sudden resurrection, then this video is the answer you're looking for. Join me as we explore 7 intriguing reasons that explain this phenomenon from the perspective of Stoicism, a philosophy that has existed for thousands of years, helping people face life's ups and downs with calmness, self-control, and acceptance. From them realizing your value in your absence to them changing and maturing during the time apart, each reason will open a new door for you to understand human psychology and the wonderful things that can happen when we give each other space and time. Don't hesitate any longer. Hit the subscribe button now so you don't miss out on the next exciting psychology exploration videos. And don't forget to watch this video to the end to fully discover the 7 surprising reasons why they come back after you've given them distance. Who knows? You might find valuable lessons for yourself in your relationships. Humans often harbor a strange paradox. They fail to cherish what they have until it's gone. Like playful children, we tend to neglect familiar toys, but the moment another child shows interest, we yearn to reclaim them. Love, too, is not exempt from this ironic law. When pursued, they might remain indifferent, even annoyed by the constant stream of caring messages and calls. But when you abruptly withdraw, that sudden silence creates a gaping void in their hearts. A sense of loss and regret washes over them, making them realize they've inadvertently let something precious slip away. Sometimes, initial indifference can even transform into a lingering, unrequited love, as if they're desperately trying to grasp a kite that has flown far out of reach. This psychology stems from a deep-seated yearning for recognition and love. Everyone desires to be the center of attention, to express their individuality. But when that ego is ignored, a sense of frustration and hurt creeps in. They start to question, why don't they care about me anymore? It's the lament of a neglected ego, a rebellion against no longer being valued as before. Your silence, whether intentional or not, awakens a thirst for attention and affection within them. It forces them to confront the possibility that they haven't appreciated what they had, and now they face the pain of loss and regret. If you relentlessly pursue someone, you inadvertently send the message that they are far more valuable than you. Whether this is true or not, your actions inadvertently confirm it in their eyes. It's as if you're placing them on a pedestal while you remain forever below, looking up. Conversely, if you maintain distance, demonstrate independence, and don't overly rely on their affection, you become more attractive in their eyes. In reality, no one truly knows their own attractiveness index. All we have are clues from how others treat and respond to us. Another common psychological effect is their intense curiosity about your life after you stop contacting them. Your silence, instead of bringing them peace, ignites a flame of curiosity. They start to wonder if you're doing well, if you've found new happiness, or are still dwelling on the past. Have you changed, or are you still the same person they once knew? This curiosity can stem from various reasons. Perhaps they still have feelings for you and want to know if there's any chance for them to return. For instance, if you were always the one who cared for and paid attention to them, they might wonder who's receiving that attention now. They want to know if you remember the shared memories, or have completely forgotten everything. These thoughts can make them feel restless and urge them to come back to find out more. Another reason might be that they are not accustomed to the idea of you no longer being a part of their life. When someone gets used to another person's presence, the absence of that presence can create a feeling of loss and emptiness. For example, if they used to receive a good morning message from you every day and suddenly this stops happening, they might feel a void that cannot be filled. They may begin to wonder what you're doing, whether you're busy with a new life or if you have met someone else who has taken their place. This curiosity, in many cases, can be strong enough to draw them back to you. They might start following you on social media not just to see what you share, but also to observe your reactions and interactions with others. For instance, they could spend hours scrolling through your timeline, looking for signs that indicate whether you are happy or if you have someone new in your life. A picture of you laughing with friends or a joyful status update might make them wonder if you have truly moved on and whether your absence has been noticed by you. Curiosity might even lead them to actively reach out to you. Sometimes they might send a brief message that seems casual but is actually filled with hidden intent, just to see your reaction. For example, a message asking about your health, or a question about something you once shared with them could just be an excuse to rekindle a conversation. Their purpose is not merely to find out what you are doing, but to see how you respond, to gauge whether you still care about them as you once did. An unexpected call in the middle of the night might be their way of checking if you are willing to pick up and if you still think about them the way they think about you. Moreover, your absence has also inadvertently created a void in their life, a gap they cannot easily fill. When you are no longer there to share moments of joy and sorrow or to listen to their daily stories, they begin to feel a significant lack. For example, each time they hear a song that holds memories of the two of you, they might wonder if you still remember that song. Or when they pass by places you used to visit together, they might feel a sense of emptiness and wonder if you feel the same way. This curiosity, if left unanswered, can become overwhelming and obsessive. They might start asking mutual friends about you, trying to gather information about your new life. Every small detail they gather, from what you're doing, where you're going, to whom you're spending time with, becomes a piece of the puzzle they are trying to put together. For example, if they learn that you have recently enrolled in a new course, they might wonder if you're trying to forget them by focusing on self-improvement or if you're simply seeking new pleasures. Ultimately, this curiosity is not just about finding out information about you. It is also a way for them to seek answers to unresolved questions in their hearts. They may wonder whether the breakup was the right decision and if there is anything they could do to change it. And sometimes, this curiosity becomes a driving force for them to come back, to seek a new opportunity to rectify past mistakes. They hope that by learning more about you, they can better understand their own feelings and determine their next steps. Whatever the reason may be, curiosity is always a powerful motivator that can drive them to come back to learn more about you, hoping to discover something they have missed. After moments of confusion and self-reflection, the fear of losing you gradually grows within them like a haunting ghost, creeping into every corner of their mind, denying them a moment of peace. They begin to imagine a life without you, a bleak and cold world where sweet morning messages, unexpected loving calls, joyful laughter, and deep conversations are nothing but a distant memory. In their dreams, they see you happily beside someone else, walking hand in hand on a sunny path, and their heart feels squeezed by an unnamed pain. They wake up feeling bewildered and empty, realizing that your absence has left a huge void in their life. Memories of beautiful moments from the past come rushing back, like a slow-motion film replaying the days of happiness. They remember the trips filled with laughter, the romantic dates under the shimmering candlelight, the times you overcame difficulties and challenges together. They recall the warmth in your eyes, your radiant smile, and how you always knew how to make them feel special and loved. Looking back, they realized they did not appreciate those moments enough. Perhaps they hesitated, felt confused, or thought that breaking up was the best choice. But now, faced with the harsh reality that you might be gone forever, they truly understand the pain of losing you. Your silence, which at first was just an incomprehensible void, has now become the most honest mirror reflecting the emotions they tried to bury. They realize that even if they never expressed it, you have always held a special place in their heart. The feelings they have for you, once like a smoldering fire under the ashes, now blaze more fiercely than ever. And so, the fear of losing you has triumphed over everything else. It awakens their pride and courage, compelling them to act. They decide to return, not out of pride or regret, but because they realize they cannot live without you. They are willing to face the difficulties, misunderstandings, and even the past wounds, just to have the chance to be with you once more. They hope there is still time to heal, to rebuild what was lost, to continue writing the unfinished love story. They want you to know that you are unique, irreplaceable, and they will do whatever it takes to keep you by their side. Because in the end, they have come to understand that true love is not about possession, but about cherishing and being grateful for what you have before it is too late. When life begins to present challenges, unforeseen difficulties that they must face alone, they gradually realize that they depended on you more than they had ever imagined. Perhaps in the past, they were used to you always being there, ready to listen, share, and support them through tough situations. Now, with your absence, everything has become more difficult than ever. Small things that previously seemed insignificant, such as making an important decision, resolving conflicts at work, or simply seeking advice when feeling stuck, have now become significant obstacles, making them feel unstable and lost. Perhaps they were used to calling you whenever they needed encouragement, seeking your shoulder to lean on when they were tired, or simply listening to your insightful advice. Those moments are now replaced by emptiness and loneliness. For instance, when facing a challenging project at work, they might recall the times you patiently listened to their worries, analyzed the situation, and helped them find solutions together. Now, they feel the absence of that support, like missing a lifebuoy amidst the tumultuous waves of life. This not only makes them realize that you were a significant source of encouragement in their life, but also helps them understand their dependence on you, which they hadn't recognized before. Without you by their side, they feel like they're walking on a thorny path without a guide. Every challenge becomes more difficult because they lack someone they can share with and trust. Family conflicts, disputes with friends, or difficulties at work all now weigh heavier, without you to confide in and seek advice from. For instance, a setback at work might make them feel more hopeless than ever, as there's no one to remind them of their self-worth, to encourage and motivate them to keep going. This absence can force them to confront a vast emptiness within their soul. They realize that your presence wasn't just a habit or a familiar part of their daily life, but also a valuable emotional anchor. They begin to understand that every time you help them overcome difficulties, it wasn't just the act of a friend, but also the support from someone who truly cared and loved them. The lack of this support has pushed them into an internal crisis, forcing them to reevaluate your significance in their life. And upon realizing this, they understand that they've lost someone who could help them become stronger in their weakest moments. Life's challenges are no longer easy to overcome without your companionship. Every time they face a new obstacle, they remember the times you helped them get back on their feet, whether through words of encouragement or practical actions. This makes them realize that they've underestimated your role in their life, haven't appreciated your presence enough, and have been overly reliant on the support you provided. These challenges, without your support, have helped them look inward and recognize that you played a more significant role than they thought. Your absence highlights their weaknesses and forces them to confront themselves. In that solitude and lack, they understand that you are not just a friend, but also a source of strength and patience they leaned on all this time. In the end, they may believe they made a mistake and now want to start over, hoping for a better outcome this time. After spending some time apart, they gradually realize that ending the relationship might not have been the right choice. Your absence makes them feel empty and lost, as if they have lost something precious that they did not recognize before. They start reminiscing about the memories and happy moments you both shared, from evening walks together, laughing with each other, to deep conversations about the future. These memories not only make them miss you, but also help them realize the value of the relationship they once took for granted. Upon recognizing their mistake, they begin looking for ways to make amends. They understand that to have a second chance, they need to prove that they have changed and are willing to make an effort to make things better. For example, they might take the initiative to reach out to you, acknowledge their past mistakes, and express a desire to mend the relationship. They may apologize for the actions or words that hurt you and commit to changing and rebuilding the relationship on a foundation of respect and genuine love. If they did not spend enough time with you before, they might now plan activities you both enjoy and dedicate more time to listening to and understanding you. This desire to start over is not just a longing to get back with you, but also a commitment to themselves that they will not repeat past mistakes. They hope that this time, with greater maturity and a deeper understanding of themselves and you, they can create a more sustainable and happier relationship. They want to show that they have learned from their mistakes, have come to appreciate what truly matters, and are ready to invest time and effort into making the relationship better. However, the desire for a second chance does not always come with confidence. They also fear that you may have moved on and no longer wish to return. The fear of rejection makes them hesitant, but at the same time, it motivates them to try their hardest to get another chance. They understand that it is not easy for you to agree to come back, but they are willing to put in all their effort to change that. They believe that if you still have some feelings left, you will see their sincerity and desire to make things right. Therefore, when they come back, it is not just an attempt to reconnect, but also an opportunity to prove that they have grown, have realized what they truly need, and are willing to do whatever it takes to achieve a better outcome this time. After exploring the complex psychological shifts someone experiences when you temporarily withdraw, let's embark on a new journey. The journey of discovering the art of attracting and keeping those you love. Because love isn't just about the initial spark, it's about nurturing and cultivating it every day. To be loved by others, you must first love yourself. Start by turning inward and listening to your deepest desires. Find a quiet space, sit alone, place your hand on your heart, and gently ask yourself, "My dear soul, what do you truly desire? What do you like about your partner? What can they give you that you haven't given yourself yet?" Don't hesitate or judge. Let your thoughts and feelings flow freely onto paper. You might realize that you often seek relationships solely for attention and care, or you're drawn to those who are emotionally unavailable. This suggests a lack of self-care and a feeling of not being heard emotionally. Or perhaps you're attracted to people who know how to enjoy life and explore new things. This could reflect your yearning for a vibrant and joyful life. If you constantly seek hugs, comfort, and loving actions from your partner, you might be craving care and warmth. Once you understand your true needs and desires, embark on a journey of self-love and self-care. If you long to be heard, spend time talking to yourself. Place your hand on your heart and say, "My dear soul, how are you feeling? I'm here, ready to listen. Please share with me." Then, write down all the emotions lingering within you. Become the friend, parent, or lover you've always longed for, and give yourself all the love you feel you're missing. If you crave an exciting life, explore the world around you, try new things, learn a new skill, or simply spend time on your hobbies. Become the source of your own joy. If you yearn for hugs and comfort, embrace yourself. Give yourself small gifts or simply relax and pamper yourself. Don't wait for others to provide these things. Create them for yourself. Remember, if you want to be treated with respect, love, and sincerity by anyone, you must first treat yourself that way. Give yourself everything you need, fulfill your own desires, and schedule dates with yourself to listen to your true needs instead of suppressing them. Learning to listen to yourself in all aspects, emotions, needs, desires, and treating yourself with respect and trust is the key to attracting healthy and happy relationships. When you love and respect yourself, you'll attract people who share those values and are willing to meet your needs, and when you enter a new relationship, you'll be confident enough to express your beliefs, truths, desires, and requests instead of fearing judgment and forcing yourself to stay in an unhappy relationship just for a bit of affection or attention from the other person. The external world is a reflection of the internal world, and close relationships are the clearest mirror reflecting your relationship with yourself. Observe how others treat you and how you feel in those relationships. They will tell you how you're treating yourself. If you're always drawn to aloof or distant people, or feel neglected in relationships, it reflects that you're neglecting your own emotions. If you feel you can't live without someone, it shows you haven't learned to create your own joy and enjoy an independent life. Practice standing on your own 2 feet, step out into the world, and become your own best companion. Create your own joy, explore, and experience life. When you love and respect yourself, you'll attract deserving people and build healthy, happy relationships. So we've explored 7 surprising reasons why they might come back after you've created some distance. Remember, love and relationships are a complex dance of emotions and psychology. There's no one-size-fits-all formula guaranteeing that stepping back will always make them return. Each relationship carries its own unique stories and nuances, and their return could stem from various factors. However, by understanding these psychological motivations, you can gain deeper insights into their behavior, thoughts, and feelings hidden behind the silence. From there, you can make more informed decisions for yourself, whether it's opening your heart to welcome them back or bravely moving forward on your own path. Above all, always remember that your worth isn't dependent on anyone else. You are an independent individual with your own unique qualities and values. Love and cherish yourself, nurture your soul, and grow every day. When you shine from within, you will naturally attract people who deserve your love and sincerity. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey of psychological exploration. If you found this video helpful, don't hesitate to like, share, and leave a comment below to share your thoughts and feelings. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next captivating psychology videos. Let's continue this journey of self-discovery and understanding the relationships around us together.